Okay guys, all we're doing here is measuring this piece of wood, and we're going to split it in half. Now, I'm not going to give you measurements here because it's up to you how big you want to make yours. There's no specific size, you make it to whatever size you want to make it. We're just going to show you basically how we're doing it. Here we're going to cut this wood in half. Then we're going to run it through the planer. Sorry, not the planer, we're going to run it through the jointer, then the planer, and then we're going to take it to the table saw. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to mill it so that it's all flat and square. If you're interested in any of these tools guys, I'll leave links down below in the description. They will be Amazon links. Now this is how I prefer to get my edges straight. If I run them through with using the level, it gets one edge straight, and then I take the level out, flip it over and cut the other one, and I get a perfectly straight edge on both sides. But when you're doing it, you have to make sure that the piece of wood doesn't rock on the level. If it rocks, turn it over so that both sides are touching the level and it doesn't rock. Let's give them a quick plane off. I think I'm using about 120 here. All I'm doing is marking the middle of the boards, and I'm going to drill a couple of holes here. Now when you're putting these bolts in, you want to get the head buried in one side so that it doesn't turn, and it's kind of flush with the surface of the wood itself. So we'll just drill the holes, make them a little bit bigger for the bolt to go through, and then we'll use a 1/2 inch spade bit and just go down a little bit, just enough to get the head through. Just going to pop the bolts in, and we're going to use a little bit of CA glue to stop them turning. Just lock them in place a little bit. Now when I screwed these down, 3 of them were fine. One of them did get super glued to the wood. Suppose it's my own stupid fault, but it was easy enough to get off. Okay guys, these two pieces of wood here, this is how I was originally going to do it. I was just going to drill one hole in each end and obviously connect them to the two nuts that we've all just glued in. But I found I didn't really like this way of doing it, so I'll show you how I altered it in just a moment. And there we go, that's the one that got super glued to the wood. I think we've just released it now, so just carry on. Now, this is why I didn't like this way of doing it. You can do it this way if you want to, there's nothing wrong with it. It'll still work perfectly. But when it comes down to storage, etc., it's not the best and ideal way of doing it. Because I'm going to show you the difference between the two now. This piece I'm rounding off is a piece of wood that I found. I had a couple of these knocking about from another project where they've been routed down the middle. So I'm just rounding them off, making them a bit more neater, and then I'm going to show you how this way is better the way of doing it. Okay, I had these guys lying around as scrap. Not really scrap, they were something I was using for something else. I never ended up using them because I didn't really like them, they weren't two-sided. So I just basically threw them underneath the bench. But the reason I'm going to go with these rather than these ones that we've been making is that I put these on. And you can see straight away what the problem is. It's still, if I put one on the other end as well, I want to stow it away. It's kind of got a stow like that. So it's like taking up a bit more space. And don't get me wrong, these will still work perfectly, but I just don't like the way the fact you know, how you're going to stow them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with these ones. There is the zippers, you can stow them just like that. And still need the zippers on. Still, if you want to spread them up that way. Still do the same job, like that, or you can do it like that and bring them in like that, set them up that way, which will give you a bit more space to melt out on. Anyway, that's what we're going with. Just going to give these a coat of wax just to give it a bit more protection. That's all. That's the only reason we're putting this on. Give it a bit more durability. Okay guys, time for the moment of truth. Gonna get the thickness of this piece of wood using the tool we've just made, and then use the router to route the piece out. Now the router bit we're about to use, I think they're called guide bearing routers or something like that. It's the ones with the bearing on. The bearing obviously is your guide, runs along the side of the wood. Anyway, that's what we're going to use. Okay guys, we're not far off the end now, so hope you've enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, maybe subscribe, and maybe even a comment below if you'd like to see more videos. Any tools you've seen used in the video, I'll leave links down below in the description. They are Amazon links. It all helps the channel. Thank you. Bye bye.